Hi, I'm Mary Ann Fonz. I've been hosting Love of Quilting on public television for 15 years and making quilts much longer. These days, I'm stitching Quilts of Valor for combat veterans. I feel these quilts are the best quilts I've ever made because they comfort and honor my fellow Americans. During this special program, you'll see 3 Quilts of Valor take shape right before your eyes. You'll learn how a simple idea led to awarding more than 50,000 quilts to combat veterans from all branches of our military. You'll also see for yourself what a red, white, and blue quilt made with love and respect can mean to someone who has stood in harm's way. Let's first travel to Anacortes, Washington, and meet Catherine Roberts, whose son Nat was deployed in Iraq in 2003 during the first wave of fighting in the War on Terror. A nurse midwife by profession and a quilter by hobby, Catherine's vision of a post-deployment soldier wrapped in a comforting quilt was the seed that grew into what is now the Quilts of Valor Foundation.
When my son was deployed, I was always 10 seconds from panic because I never knew what was going to happen. At that time, we had just gone to war. We were in Afghanistan and Iraq, and the nation was, let's support our troops. And it was all about sending things downrange or to the theater. My thoughts were, I want to do something to help those who come back wounded. A quilt seemed the logical answer as to what could I do to help those who are serving in harm's way. And that would bring you comfort in the wee hours of the morning when you are wrestling with those war demons. And so that, to me, made the most sense. And also being in the medical field, I know that suffering comes in many different ways. And that quilt is something tangible. It says thank you, an unconditional thank you for your service, your sacrifice, and your valor. Somehow it just worked out that I got this organization started. What I wanted is I wanted a quilt made for those who are wounded that would represent, as I thought in those days, like a Purple Heart Award. And I wanted this quilt made so that it was the best possible quilt that anyone could ever have, and that it would last through someone's lifetime and be able to be passed on to sons and daughters and relatives. So in 2003, there were maybe 3 Quilts of Valor. And then through the power and the magic of the internet, more people got involved. So I can remember when we were getting close to 100 Quilts of Valor. It was like a, it was a stellar day. Oh my gosh, 100 Quilts of Valor. And so little by little, it sort of grew exponentially to where now in 2011, we're close to 50,000 Quilts of Valor.
From the beginning, quilters by the hundreds, by the thousands, stepped up to piece quilt tops. Long arm machine quilters all over the country volunteered their time and quilting skills. Still, the demand for quilts to cover the wounded has remained high. In 2009, a new burst of energy and an opportunity for non-quilters to get involved was born.
In 2009, we continued to have our booth at the International Quilt Festival in Houston. And the ball is rolling, we're still producing quilts, and the challenge was, how do we continue inspiring people, getting new people to make these quilts? And this was very challenging because war weariness has now settled upon our nation. In walks Mary Ann Fonz.
One of the first things I said to Catherine Roberts when I met her was, what can I do for your foundation?
We talked, and what happened is that she had this brilliant concept.
And it occurred to me that what a wonderful thing it could be if avid quilters would help other people, non-quilters, make quilts. One quilter could help one person make one quilt, a Quilt of Valor. And it was that idea that led to Under Our Wings.
What a wonderful way to get new people into making quilts and performing national service.
Under Our Wings became an official part of Quilts of Valor in 2010. Avid quilters serve as coaches, helping rookies make just one quilt, a Quilt of Valor. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Let's meet our 3 volunteer coaches now. Eleanor Burns started a quilting revolution with her first Quilt in a Day book back in 1978. After teaching and inspiring thousands of quilters for over 30 years, Eleanor's mission is the same today as it always has been, promoting the art of quilt making to beginning quilters. Eleanor, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure too. I love to make quilts.
And today, you're going to be making a quilt in a day, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the quilt you have all ready for our special rookie today.
Okay, the name of the pattern is the Tossed 9-Patch. It's very easy to do, and I know she can just pedal to the metal and get it done. So we start out with a 9-patch. You know this one, Marianne. White in the center, 8 patriotic prints around the outside edge. We're going to zip this up, and then we're just going to get our rotary cutter, ruler, cut it up into pieces, and get rid of it. And then we're going to shake them up, toss them up good, and we will have the Tossed 9-Patch block.
It's beautiful. I love it. Alex Anderson is well known to quilters everywhere as host of hundreds of episodes of Simply Quilts on HGTV. She's written over 24 quilting books and taught and lectured all over the world. She now co-hosts the online quilt show with Ricky Timms, and with Ricky is creative director of the Quilt Life magazine. Alex, I'm thrilled. I can hardly believe you're here.
Well, Marianne, I am so honored that you asked me. It's just wonderful to be a part of this whole project.
I'm glad.
So, you want to know the best part for quilting for me? Is bringing in a new quilter. Yes. And I can tell you that my rookie will have guaranteed success when he, oh yes, I said he, makes his first rail fence. Super simple, but with a little action, it has smashing results.
It's absolutely perfect. Once quilters meet Mark Lipinski, they never forget him. Dubbed the bad boy of the quilt world, Mark entertains audiences around the country with his commentary on quilting in the age of friending, blogging, and tweeting. Currently, he hosts the online quilt show Quilt Out Loud on QNNTV.com. Howdy, Mark.
Hey, Marianne, baby, do I have a quilt for you. I am doing 2 simple blocks. One is called the Drunkard's Path, and you don't have to be drunk in order to make it, although it helps. And the other one is called the Evening Star. And what I'm going to put together today is a quilt called Stars and Stripes, totally patriotic, totally easy, and with really quick, easy ways to get these 2 blocks to work for you. Even a rookie could do it. And I can't wait to get my hands on my rookie.
It sounds fabulous. Thank you, Mark. Now let's meet our rookies. Olympic athlete Dan Gable has been called the greatest men's freestyle wrestler of all time. Winning the gold medal at the 1972 Munich Olympics without surrendering a single point, he went on to coach 10 Olympic medalists. At the University of Iowa, Dan coached his team to an unprecedented 9 successive NCAA title wins. Dan, it's an honor and a thrill to have you today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Usually you shake hands and then you wrestle, but we can act like it's after the match, too.
Okay, that makes me feel much better. Right. Your coach is Alex, and she's waiting for you right there.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Dan, it's so wonderful to meet you.
Thank you. Yep.
I'm going to teach you how to pin and other things like that.
Well, I was the greatest pinner, so maybe I'll teach you a few tricks.
Awesome. I can't wait to get started.
Singer and dancer Mary Lou Metzger has been performing on television since the age of 7, appearing for 12 years on the ever-popular Lawrence Welk Show, where she danced with the maestro himself at the end of each program. She's known today nationwide as a great friend of public television. Mary Lou, it's a thrill to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's such an honor for me to be part of this. Thank you for asking.
We're going to have a great time. Your coach is Mark, and he's waiting for you right at the center stage.
Come on over. Listen, Mary Lou, I'm going to have you dancing all the way through this quilt. But you know, in order to make you feel more comfortable, I decided...
Oh, make me a quilter.
That's right. We're making you feel comfortable. Every day is Champagne Day when you're making a quilt. Have a seat. Let's get started.
Heather Stevenson is an everyday hero. The mother of a teenager and a 2-year-old, she's married to an Army Guardsman who's completed 3 overseas deployments. Heather knows firsthand what it is to have a loved one far from home and in harm's way. Heather, we're thrilled to have you with us. Thank you for coming today.
I'm very excited.
And Eleanor's waiting for you right over there on the right-hand side of our stage.
So, welcome, Heather.
Nice to meet you.
I want to know, did you get a good night's sleep?
No, not at all.
How are we going to do a quilt in a day?
I don't know.
We can do it.
We can.
Okay, so we're all in place, everyone's ready to go, and we know our first step when making a quilt is to make sure our student can sew an accurate 1/4-inch seam. So that's where we start. So everybody, let's get going.
Mary Lou,
Okay.
you got it easy.
All right.
Because we have this little piece
Doodad
right
here.
here. But listen, you have a 1/4-inch seam guide, but if you don't have one on your machine, you could just put a Post-it notes right there like that
Okay.
at a 1/4 inch.
That's a great idea.
I can sew buttons, I can sew snaps. Sewing machines terrify me, so I am a rookie in the truest sense of the word.
I actually think, based on your sewing,
Yes.
you want to go a little faster.
Oh, okay. I'm trusting you.
I'm more nervous about doing this than I think I have about any performance I've ever done in my life, because I want to do it well, and it's important.
A perfect 1/4 inch all the way through.
Excellent.
Do you see that?
I do.
That's it. You got it mastered. Let's go.